So the GDP results are in for the US for Q2 of 2022 and it's not looking too good. Instead of the estimated 0.4% growth, in fact we've seen a negative 0.9% decline in GDP, which means we've had 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth now, which technically constitutes a recession. But of course the US government have tried to cover themselves with this one by still dancing around the idea of being in a recession with this quote on screen here. As you can see, they basically said that 2 consecutive negative GDP quarters is now not the indicator for a recession. In fact, it's only just one indicator that may mean we are in a recession, but not the only one. But as far as everyone is really concerned, it's a recession. It's not looking good.
Rapidly rising I don't know.
But in true stock market fashion, stocks are generally up today and up for the whole week really. Of course there are a couple of losers thrown in there, but in general, especially in the tech industry, stocks are up. And it just further goes to show that the stock market is extremely irrational. When there's good news, things often go down, and when there's bad news, things seem to go up. It really does seem to work in opposite directions. But we won't dwell on that, and it's good that things are on the way up, I guess, especially for our portfolio balances. So what we're going to do in this video is jump into my stock market portfolio, take a look at it, see where we are, and some of my moves for the next couple of weeks and months. So it's great to see that we're back in the green here. My last video on my stock market portfolio update was this one right here. Check that out if you want. Basically where I talked about having lost 10,000 euro in value of my stocks. But now you can see that we're back in the green and up quite nicely at just under 30% there, which equates to 6,416 euro. Now you'll see a slight discrepancy between my balance up the top and my portfolio balance, and this is just because I have some free cash in here, I believe around 2.5 grand or so. Just sitting in here waiting for a good opportunity, which I think we will expect to see in the next couple of weeks, but I can't be certain. So I'm not only just sitting on this, I'm still averaging into the markets a couple of €100 a week just to make sure that I'm not completely sitting out. Because while it does seem likely, especially with this essentially confirmed recession here, that we'll see further drops of maybe 10 to 15%, it's not guaranteed, and I don't want to just completely sit on the sidelines. I want to keep buying in. But anyway, let's take a look at our stock portfolio here. So you can see that we have currently 5 stocks right now. In fact, we'll go down to the allocation and take a closer look. So you can see that Tesla is currently sitting at 86%. If you'll recall some of my past videos, it reached as high as about 95% at one stage. But some of them free funds that currently make up my account are actually some Tesla stock that I sold. I believe I sold about 5 or 6 shares of Tesla. The reason I did this was just to cash in on some profit, because of course in Ireland here we do have the €1,270 CGT exemption, so it's important to achieve that every year to reduce my tax bill. But anyway, that's one of the main reasons that I sold, not because I don't believe in Tesla or anything. So I only sold about 5 shares there, which was a small percentage of the portfolio. And that's essentially what makes up them free funds that I've been averaging back into the market. But I've been averaging it across the other stocks in my portfolio as well, just to give a slight bit of diversification, because I was quite heavy in Tesla. Of course I still am, still very bullish, but just wanted to spread it out a little bit further. So then second, you can see that Palantir and Enphase are neck and neck there for the allocation. And then Iberdrola, which is another energy company, that's about 3.2%. And then we have Apple at 2.7% as well. And then just going into the pies here, so this is where I'm basically putting most of the money when I'm averaging it in, is in this additional growth fund. And we'll just take a look at the splits here. So you can see Tesla is making up 50% of this pie. So for every €100 I put into this pie, €50 of that goes to Tesla. And then you can see we have Iberdrola at 20%, Apple at 15%, and then Enphase at 15% too. You can see that the Enphase energy position is up a whopping 44.8%, which is absolutely amazing. Great company in the energy space, and I'll continue to buy more shares in that. You may have noticed that Palantir was not within this additional growth fund pie. For right now, Palantir, while it is at a good low price, just sitting around $10 at the minute, it's not something that I want to put more money in right now. I have just over €1,000 in it, 109 shares, and I'm happy to let this one ride out for a little bit until I get some good confirmation that we're going to see it go higher. But for now, I don't want to put any more risk into my Palantir position. While I do think they're a great company and could potentially have a great future, I just want to see a little bit longer how they will fare out, but definitely won't be selling that position anytime soon. And then we'll take a look at the Tesla position. As I said, I sold about 5 shares, so from about 35 shares back down to 30 shares at the minute. And you can see that that's making up quite a substantial gain here. In fact, nearly all of the gain that's displayed here Obviously we have the Palantir weighing down a small bit on our gains, but the Tesla position has done very, very well for me and continues to do so. So you can see that we're looking quite good here on Tesla at the minute, with an average buy price of $694 there, and we're sitting around $840 at the share price right now. So as I said, I'm continuing to buy back into these, and that obviously includes Tesla. But if we do see Tesla hitting around the 650 mark again in the next couple of weeks, which I'm not sure is it too likely or not, but if we do, I think I'll just go ahead and dump the rest of that free cash back into Tesla and them other stocks in the additional growth fund pie. So yeah, not really adding too much new money in every month at the minute, because I do have that lump sum there that I'm just investing throughout the weeks and months here. And as I said, if a drop comes, I'll be able to offload that quite quickly and put it into them stocks. But for now, I'm not really adding any new money in, because the stock market for me right now is kind of teetering on the edge of, will it go lower or will it just continue to go higher? All the economic factors point to that it will go lower. But as I've said at the start of this video, the stock market can be irrational at the best of times. And often when bad news does come out, it may already be baked into markets already, so we may not see the moves that we're expecting to see. Either way, my strategy remains the same as always: dollar cost average into the favorite stocks, build up a little bit of a cash reserve if you're feeling a little bit bearish, and be able to deploy that when you do see opportunities. Make sure you do drop a like on this video if you do enjoy these updates. Sorry I haven't been too active at the minute, took a little bit of a break, had some holidays in there as well, but I'll try to get back regular with the uploading schedule again. And as always, let me know what moves you guys are making down in the comment section below. Are there any stocks that you guys are keeping your eye on right now that I should maybe take a look at? Let me know, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.